Hey, what's happening? What's happening, YouTube channel? Yeah, check it out. This is my office right now. For today, for right now. I just sit here at the beach and do my live. Let's see if I can set it up. Do it. Hey, that's pretty good, huh? Do my live right from here at the beach because I have a 5G phone, which means I can literally work from anywhere that I can get a satellite signal from. So here I am at the beach. You can see the beach right there. You can probably hear the waves and stuff. But if you can't see it, you want to see it, I could show it to you. But this is the beach at Hammonasset. See, it's right there. There's the water. So that's the water all right there. That's the beach. That's the water. Then the clouds. It's kind of the water and the clouds are merging together right there. So it's kind of hard to see that. But anyway, so it's a very quiet day here. I like it when it's kind of cloudy and there aren't that many people here. But there aren't that many people here right now at the beach because it's kind of cloudy day. But I'm here just doing my live in the morning. I like to do a morning live, and then I like to do one around lunchtime, and I like to do one in the evening. But those are like if I'm doing half-hour lives. This right now would be a half-hour live, probably, most likely. I'm just curious what those people are doing because they came here, they came up on the thing, and then I think now they're coming back here, and don't know. Anyway, hey, what's happening? So guess what? If you want to learn how to work remotely like me, this is my office. On Wednesday, this is my office, the beach in Connecticut. I'm at Hammonasset State Beach, and the water is just right out there. There are the waves. You can hear the waves a little bit right there, but then the water and the sky are kind of melding up. But I'm here on this like boardwalk. There's a big seating area here, and the beach goes for about 2 miles, and east and west, kind of right in the middle of where that is. And it's Hammonasset State Park in Connecticut. It's exit 62 off 95, and it's if you come down 91 and then you would go north, 91 to the end, like from Massachusetts or wherever, you would make a left. You would go north towards New London on 95 for about 20 miles or so, and you would come to exit 62 for Hammonasset State Park. It's kind of, if you're looking at roads that come south, it would be Route 9 to Old Saybrook, or 91 down to New Haven, and then it's between 9 and Old Saybrook right here, and 91 in New Haven. It's right in here, Madison, Connecticut. So it's along the coast. It's the Atlantic Ocean, basically, but it's sheltered by Long Island, which is 100 miles long. And so the waves are not as big. You see the waves, you can hear the waves, but they're not as big. So if you see right over here, it's high tide. So you see little waves here. On Long Island, on the ocean side, the waves are big waves. You could even surf out there and stuff. I mean, that is if there's no great whites to get you out there. No great whites. The great whites want the seals. So when you see a seal, if you're in the Atlantic Ocean and you see a seal near you, you're at a beach, I would get out of the water because it means that there's probably sharks that are stalking those seals, because there's so many seals now and they're all over the place that the sharks are coming in closer to where people swim. That's why there's more shark activity in places like Cape Cod, because nobody's killing the seals anymore. The harbor masters in New England used to pay like $10 or $5 or something for every seal paw that a fisherman would bring in and turn into them. Those were the old days, though, when you could actually do things that were good for the environment and the people. Now things are a little bit, askew. Uh, I think those things are mostly good for the environment, but sometimes things get a little bit out of control too much, one way or the other, and then it causes unforeseen circumstances. But I am a centrist. I am not a MAGA. I am not a left winger. I am not any of that. I'm a centrist. This business is for, hey, I broke my ankle yesterday and I'm still recovering. I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible to break your ankle going right into if you're in the northern hemisphere, into the summer. But to break your ankle is a terrible thing. I've hurt my feet, and I've hurt my hands. I hurt my head once I went to a telephone pole. But yeah, I have had those things too. I hope I have to be in the hospital for a week. Oh my God. So you're in the hospital right now? That's terrible. Where are you? Are you in the hospital in the US? Because my daughter is a nurse in a hospital, but I can't say where or anything on here. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, and that's terrible to be injured that way and to be in the hospital. I'm surprised you're seeing me in the hospital. Well, here's the beach. Look, I mean, it is just people just went out there, but that's the high tide right there. You can see the water. It's kind of hard to see between the sky and the water. It's kind of murky, but that's. I'm here talking about how people, and maybe you, when you get out of the hospital and you want to do some traveling, how you can live your life and travel and not have to have a job. I haven't had a job in many years. I have not had a job. I'm very sorry about that. Yeah, on to cast. Yeah, I had a cast once when I was in a fight. My last really good street fight I was 13 years old, and I caught up with this guy and it kept pounding him in the jaw, and I got a broken hand. And then I couldn't play football that year. But yeah, I went to a new school with a cast on my hand, and everyone's like, how'd you get that? I always said, I broke it on somebody's face. And then that gave me instant street cred. I just fell on my leg today. I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear about that. I'm sorry to hear that you hurt yourself. Anyway, so right now, if, when people get injured, they can get better much quickly with the technology, much more quickly than they could in the old days with physical therapy and everything. So yeah, I'm here to talk really about, I'm here talking about freedom, basically. If you want to travel and you want to earn money from wherever you are, like I'm making content right here. I'm in Hammonasset State Park. I'm making content. I'm working right now because my work day is 2 hours long. I work 2 hours a day. I create content for about an hour of that time. Overall, I'm creating content like I'm going live right now. I might do a few videos later that I post separately later, or I might take videos I did over the weekend in New York City, and those later. And then people can find my products that I sell, digital products, online. And people just find that. They find it through my content. They find the link like in my bio right here. They go to my website, Damon's Daily Pay, DAMONS, dailypay.com. They go there, they want to get the free blueprint, the Freedom Blueprint, how you can make 6 figures selling digital products online and keep all the money. You're your own boss. It's your business. It's not a job, okay? You're working for yourself. You're not working for anybody else. What that means is that you determine your own schedule. If you want to sleep late, you can sleep late. If you want to take a week off and just do whatever, do nothing, you can do that because your business is it's all automated. It's a totally automated system. It's 95% automated. You've got to put a little bit of content in there every day. That's what you've got to do. You've got to create content with music. I could take a picture and just put music and text. That's called faceless content. I could create that kind of content. I can use AI to help me create content. I can just sit here at the beach right now, live, speaking to you. That's creating content. And so I create content. That's what I do. That's my work now. Okay, and I get paid when people find my content. They enjoy my content. Like maybe I do a lot of travel content. And I talk about history, and I talk about how you can travel and enjoy life and have your own online business that's largely automated. That's making money for you while you sleep, because you're part of, in my case, I'm part of this huge community of people, 60,000 plus people, that I found 2 years ago, and that's how I got started in this. and I bought the master resale rights. I paid one time on a payment plan, and then I got the rights to sell 2 products at first, 300 and 100. I got my website set up. It's easy. It's like Legos. It's like putting a model kit together. You watch videos and you implement. And then I set up my own website. And then I had my own business going from that point on. Anybody in the world can find it through my content, through either my 1,500 videos. Because when you start doing videos every day, guess what? You do 3 videos a day, a 5-second, a 10-second, a 25-second video. You do that every day, and you're committed. You got 2 hours a day. You get a phone, you get a coachable attitude, right? And you get Wi-Fi, and you make a video every day, and you put it up on TikTok or on this platform. If you do that for 30 days in a row, guess what? You're gonna have almost 100 videos. And you don't need a following, you don't need any tech knowledge, any experience. All you need is this phone and the desire to change your financial circumstances. If you wanna have an extra 2, 3, 4, 5,000 a month coming in, that's easy. That's easy with digital products. It's easy. You can create your own little digital ebooks and sell them, like little 9-page ebook and sell it for $27. I've already created like 5 of those. They're easy. You create them in like an hour. Okay, I use ChatGPT to help you. Create one in like an hour. You put a little cover on it. You put it up on your website for sale. Guess who gets all the money whenever one sells? Whenever you sell one, guess who gets all the money? You do, because it's your product. The same thing as if you have master resale rates like I do, the 4 digital products, 900, 600, 300, 100. I paid for that. I paid for the master resale rates. I invested in myself one time because I said to myself, if I can have this worldwide business running for less than $1,000 and I get 4 digital products, 900, 600, 300, and 100 that I didn't have to create myself, that are already created and proven profitable around the world, that like when I started it was 17,000 people, now it's 61,000 people. So 61,000 people around the world now doing this. When I started it was 17,000 2 years ago. Now it's 61,000. It's an amazing program. We learn new stuff every day. When you start with the program, you get all the videos that they're instructional. You watch a video, you implement. You watch the video how to set up your website. It's like putting a model kit together. It takes like a day. Anyone could do it. A 5th grader. We have people 18 to 87 doing it. 18 to 87 from every walk of life, all over the world. Okay? We have people in almost every country now. Now you'd say, what countries do we not have people in? We have a lot of people in South Africa, people all over the rest of Africa. 70% of everybody's in North America, okay? If you're in North America and you want to do this, you can do it on a payment plan. Like right here, if you're interested in starting today, you can go to my bio right here, go to damonsdailypay.com/ready. If you want to get started right away, then you're ready. Like when I saw this, I was like, how can it be possible a stay-at-home mom is working 2 hours a day for herself, however she wants, a half hour here, 15 minutes there, a half hour there. It's your business. You do it however you want, 2 hours a day. Putting up content, okay? The content has a link to your website that you got from the company when you invested. It's very simple. The company gives you everything that you need. They give you the entire business. It's 95% automated. Once it's up and running, you got to take some steps. Yes, you got to plug in. You got to plug in every day, and you got to be consistent, committed, and coachable. If you're consistent, committed, and coachable, the 3 C's, you will be successful. And you'll never have to go to an hourly job again. You'll never have to wonder about if you're going to have enough money again, because after a while, you can see how much money you're going to make. Like I sell digital little ebooks for $27 that I created. And I sell products that somebody else created for 900, 600, 300, and 100. And I keep all the money, whether I created it or not, whether I have master resale rights to it or not. I keep all of the money. I don't share it with anybody. It's my business. It's not a job. A job is just over broke when you're working for somebody else. A job is when you're working for someone else and they're determining everything about your life. They're determining where you live, unless if they make you an offer that you have to take the job. Like my daughter's friend just got an offer, a big job promotion, but she had to move. If she didn't want to move, basically she's fired. Either take the promotion and move, or you're fired. That's basically it. What kind of way? I mean, I'm sorry, but life is too short, especially now with the orange bloated fart bag in charge. He could push the nuclear button at any minute. We're like the closest we've ever been to nuclear war because of this idiot. And the fact that these people are letting this guy continue along this way. He's totally got dementia. Anyway, so we got a dementia riddled president running the show. This is really scary. Anyway, but I don't want to talk politics. Bottom line is, look, the Yankees are doing pretty well this year. I doubt they win the World Series, though. Until they get rid of Cashman, I doubt they win the World Series. Okay, this is my opinion about the Yankees. I'm a diehard fan, though. Born and bred 12 miles from Yankee Stadium. Anyway, whatever. I'll tell you right now, if you want freedom and you want economic freedom and you want remote freedom, because to me that was the most important thing, was that I didn't have to go into an office, because I stopped going into an office and commuting into an office and working remotely. In June of 2001, I was able to stop working in an office forever. And that's because I started working for companies that were not in the New York area. So they set me up with a home office, and then I represented them in New England, New York, Boston, and that became my thing. So that became a little niche I discovered, and that way I could stay home with my kids. I didn't have to commute 3 hours a day in and out of New York City. And on top of that, I was able to work from home. I was able to be a coach. I was able to do all these things because I was working from home from June 2001 on, while my kids were 4, 3, and 1.5. I was able to be there for them. I was able to be a coach. I was able to drive them to school, pick them up from school, be on the soccer field at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, if that's the kind of life that you want, you should start learning about digital products, getting your education in digital products and digital marketing, because that's the kind of life you can have. You don't have to commute to a job. You don't have to work for an hourly wage. You don't have to work for a bad boss. You don't have to do that anymore. Those days are over because of the technology right here in our devices, in our phones and our laptops, and the technology we have today with streaming. Like, I'm doing this live from the beach. There's no Wi-Fi here. I couldn't have done this a couple years ago because I didn't have a 5G phone. I have a 5G phone now, which allows me to do remote lives like this. I used to have special booster equipment and be on Wi-Fi, but ever since these 5G phones came out, like, it's changed everything, because you can do content now from wherever you are, as long as you get a southern-facing satellite connection with your phone, because the phones work off the satellites, and the satellites are all in the south primarily for the phones, okay? So that's why when you're driving around mountains, you lose your signal all the time. You lose people on the phone, right? When you're driving around mountains and you go below ground level and stuff, below grade, and you lose connections. Anyways, more and more people are coming out here now, so I'm gonna probably, even though it's a cloudy day, it's kind of chilly, I might have to get going, but I want to keep this live going because I want to help people. I want to help people out there that were like me. I was, basically done with corporate America, and I was in my mid-50s, and I was looking for something for a long time that would allow me to be remote, work from anywhere, and I would have worked for a company at that point, but they stopped letting people. This is between like 2013 and then when the pandemic happened. They stopped letting people work from home because all these like cutting edge companies decided, well, if we're gonna be like in the big time, we have to have an office. If we're like a legit company, we've got to have an office. We can't let somebody just work out of their house. We've got to have an office somewhere in New York. It doesn't matter if it's a little office. And if we have a little office there, we're going to pay like $8,000, $10,000, $20,000 for this office space in New York, then you've got to be in that office. Because if we're paying the rent for that office, you've got to be there. And so it started getting harder and harder for me as I get older to keep doing the work from home thing. And I loved it. And there was no way I was going back into commuting to the city, to New York City. There was no way, okay? Or any office, all right? Anyway, so I found this great program. 2 years ago, I found this system and program that allows you to build up your revenue and income while you're learning. You could have a job, because this is just 2 hours a day. All right, you could do it an hour a day. You could do it 2 hours a day. You could do it 3 hours a day. Whatever you want, it's up to you because it's your business. Okay, a lot of people buy this. They take the step of buying it, investing in it, and then they get scared, or they are scared to even start because they're afraid of failure. Right? It's like, yeah, I'm afraid to fly this kite over here because the kite might crash into the water, and I might lose my kite. Okay. So I'm not even going to take the kite out of the bag because I'm afraid that it's going to crash into the water. I'm going to lose it. Fear of flying. It's fear of failure. And that's mainly what happens to men. Men have a much larger fear of failure than women do. Women are much braver. Women are much more courageous. Women will take that chance because they're women. They do that, okay? When they bid on you as a husband, they took that chance, okay, or as a spouse. If you're a guy watching this, and mostly guys in my channel. So the bottom line is, look, if you want to figure out how you can work remotely, work from anywhere in the world, and be free financially, that's what I'm talking about. That's what my channel is about. That's why it's called, you know, Build Remote Freedom. Build Remote Freedom. That's what it's about. It's about being free and being able to work remotely. If you have to go into an office somewhere, you're not free. If you can work remotely and develop income streams that are coming in independent of each other, right? So if one goes away, you still got these other ones. That's what you want. You don't want to be dependent on one stream of income, which is your JOB. Your JOB can go away overnight. What happens if your JOB goes away? Do you have plan B? Do you have a plan B? Because if you're in your 50s, I got news for you. Your JOB is going to go away. You are going to get fired. It is just it's just a matter of time until you get fired. If you're in your 50s or even in your 40s, at some point, because of your age, forget AI and everything else, just because of your age in corporate America, you will be fired. And as you get older, it becomes harder and harder to get a good job, meaning a job that has the benefits and the income that you were used to wherever you got in your working life. And you kind of top out usually in like your 40s or 50s in terms of income and benefits, and then you start going down, and then people will take jobs like being a greeter at Walmart. I'm not trying to crap on that at all, I'm sorry, but you know, an hourly wage job, okay? So I see, you know, a 72-year-old lady packing out groceries in the frozen foods of the ShopRite, and I asked her, you know, I didn't know how old she was, and I just had to ask her, like, how old are you? You know what I mean? And I want to help these people. I want to tell them that, you know, there's a better way. There is a better way that you can earn income. And you don't even have to go on camera. You can do what's called faceless. We have a whole training on faceless in our modules. And when you join into our program, there is a training in there for faceless. So my name is Damon. I'm the proud dad of 3 grown adults. And my goal is to help as many people as I can figure this out, that you don't have to go and punch into an hourly wage job, especially if you're out of work right now, looking for a job. I've been there, man. How many hours a day can you look for a job? Even if your wife or your spouse or your husband or whatever is like, hey, aren't you looking for a job today? You know, yeah, but you can only do that for like 2 or 3 hours a day. And you start losing your mind. And these days, with all the fake job postings that companies put up and all the crap, it takes so, you know, the jobs you're going to get primarily are through people that you know. I mean, at least in the white collar job world, I know, and other jobs too. It's through people that you know. It's not through these online job boards. Anyway, but if you want to take control of your future, start getting an education in digital products and digital marketing. I mean, using social media to do one-to-one, meaning myself to you, one-to-one social media marketing, digital marketing, using social media platforms, not to run ads, because we don't pay for ads. We learn how to do marketing, organic marketing without paying for ads. We learn that in our community. We learn how to do that. Like, this is my office right now. I don't have a job. I don't have a job. I haven't had a job in years because I don't work for anybody but myself. A job is when you're working for somebody else. That's a job. When you work for yourself, that's called having your own business. When you work for yourself, you don't have a job, you have a business. This is about you having your own business and determining your own future. That's why this isn't a JOB, job just over broke, job just over broke. That will keep you poor. You know what poor is? Passing over opportunities repeatedly. That's poor. Okay? And if you want to start in May, right now for the month of May 2026, A bunch of people have taken advantage of it, and I hope more people take advantage of it. But until the end of May of this, in 2026, May 31st, I've got a special for May that I've never offered before, which is 30 days of free mentoring and coaching with me, 15 minutes a day. And I'm picking up the $39 admin fee for when you join with either the 300 program, the 600 program, or the 900 program. Do any of those, you're going to have an admin fee, okay? And I will reimburse you for that on Zelle or Venmo once you're in. And I don't do it for the 100 because the 100, I don't suggest anyone does the 100 because it doesn't come with any social media training, okay? You get to set up your website and look under the hood of the system and everything, but it has no social media training. We have training every single day, okay? We have mentoring every single day. When you're in the 900, the Legacy Builder big package that everybody does, 80% of everyone does that. You do it on a payment plan in the US and other countries, okay? When you do that, you just pay one time, there's no monthly fees. You get free hosting your website. Company gives you like a website costs millions to develop. You just put your name on the top and you follow the directions. You go to GoDaddy, pick up your URL, like your name, your website name. It could be Jim's Online Business or Betty's, Daily Pay or whatever it is. Mine's Damon's Daily Pay. Okay, Damon's Daily Pay, because it's a daily pay system that we have here. It's a 2-hour workday system where you learn the skills to create content and to post that and how to use social media and all the different platforms to post your content. People around the world, any place around the world, can find your content and they can purchase from you without ever talking to you. We don't chase people, we don't talk to people, we don't DM people. If you email me a question, I'm going to respond to you. You can go to my bio right here, go to Damon's Daily Pay, that's my website, damonsdailypay.com. Put your email in there, hit submit. Right away, instantly in your inbox, you're gonna get an email that says, here's your blueprint. It's the 6-figure blueprint. It's the Freedom Blueprint, which teaches you how, in a little PDF, a little digital product that goes in an email. Digital products don't require shipping. They don't require inventory. They're limitless. You can make unlimited money from a successful digital product because once you create it, it's on the internet. People can find it and it just sells. Oh, and you don't have to do anything. You don't call people, you don't email people, you don't chase people, you don't DM people, okay? People find us. It's a completely opt-in business, okay? People find us and they decide that this is something I want to do. I want to get this because I want freedom. I want remote freedom. I want to build remote freedom because I want to have income coming in while I sleep. I mean, if I'm only doing this 2 hours a day, that means 22 hours a day. People are finding my videos, they're clicking on my link, they're going to my website, and they're signing up for the free 6-figure blueprint like you can right here in my bio. And you can subscribe to my channel, which I would love because I'm trying to get to 500 people on my channel here, YouTube, which I started 8 months ago. It's been slow, but I do it more sometimes than other, which you get in here, you'll probably be like not as consistent as I should be. I should be more consistent than I am, okay? It's only recently I'm doing lives, trying to do them every day here on YouTube. Because I was doing them on the other platform, TT, which I'm not going to talk about, because that's gotten way too political over there. I don't want to talk politics. I want to talk how I can help you, how I can help people get freedom from having to have a job with a shitty boss, okay? I hate that, all right? I hate that. And I hate it when people have to have shitty jobs with shitty bosses. I've been there, I've done that, and it sucks. And it sucks when you're older to have to go into some shitty job that you hate, and just because that's where you're getting your money from. How about learning about how you can have your own business with digital products that every time you sell one, you get all the money because either you created it yourself, like a little ebook, which you would learn, or you invested in getting the master resale rights like I did 2 years ago to sell. In the beginning, I did the 300, which you could do here too, which is called passive daily pay. That's the 300. So I started with the 300. I wasn't sure if this was a scam, a bullshit, or whatever. I'm a New Yorker. I was skeptical. I heard her mom saying she was making, a stay-at-home mom, saying she was making $300 in her sleep, working 2 hours a day. I was like, what the hell is this? I got to get it. I got to have it. I got to have this. I thought about it for a whole weekend. Stuck in my mind. It bothered me. I was like, I got to go and watch those videos. I got to get this. If this is at all real, I have to have it. I was like, I'll walk over glass to get this. Are you kidding? A website that's working for me 24/7 globally that I can promote, and then all I do is put the link up and people go there and they can buy from me and I get all the money? Really? Does that really exist? And there's a community of 60,000 people that are all helping you? Mostly women. That everybody wants to help each other. It's 80% women all over the world. It was started by a grandmother in Kansas like 3 years ago. How can this be real? how can this be real? I was like, this cannot be real. And it is real. It's totally real. And anybody who wants to start can get started. Doesn't matter your level of education. We got people from every walk of life. You don't need any experience. You don't need any tech skills. You don't need any of that. All you need is a cell phone, preferably a 5G phone if you have it, or a cell phone. You don't need a 5G phone unless you want to do what I'm doing live out away from Wi-Fi. Other than that, you just need a regular phone that can take pictures and videos and all that, okay? And you need a phone, 2 hours a day, coachable attitude, and you need a Wi-Fi connection. And the most important thing is you need the desire to change your financial circumstances, because if you're like me, I had a debt up to my eyeballs from student loans with my kids, and I got divorced and all that, and I'm in my 60s. I was 60 years old when I found this 2 years ago. I'm 62 now, okay? I love this. We have a community of 61,000 people around the world. Anytime you log on to the community platform, it's called School. You go on there, 61,000 people. You get access to that. You can ask anybody any question you want. You can post a question anytime, day or night. And I guarantee you, within 10 minutes, because there's always like 200 people on there, within 10 minutes, someone's going to answer your question, or try to answer your question, or try to point you in the right direction for help. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing community and program and system. It is a system of digital education and of how to build your income and how to learn how to build income that belongs to you. It doesn't belong to anyone else. It's not an MLM, because MLM means multi-level marketing. It's not that, because in MLM, you're paying people above you, you're paying people below you. It's multi-level marketing. It's not that. People throw that out all the time. Oh, it's an MLM. No, it's not that. People say, oh, it's a pyramid, it's a pyramid. No, it's not that. You know why? Because a pyramid, right? A pyramid is when the people at the bottom, right, feed all their money up to the people at the top. That's a pyramid. This isn't any of that. This is where you have your own business, and every time when you sell a product, you keep all of the money. So how can it be a pyramid or an MLM where people give all their money back to the people that are running it, when in this, when you make a sale, 300, 600, 900, or even 1,400, we have a 1,400 level now, you keep all the money. You get all the money. You get an alert from whatever payment gateway you're using. PayPal, Square, those are mine. I get an email, it says, I've got a sale. It's amazing. It's a fantastic thing. I love it. I love it. It's great, okay? And it's a great thing, and I highly recommend it to everybody and anybody who's at all interested. Okay? I'm gonna go now. Okay, have a great day, everybody. Have a great day. And if you're interested, please subscribe to the channel, and please go to my bio and go to my website, Damon's Daily Pay, DAMONS, dailypay.com. Go there, drop your email in there. You're gonna get the Freedom Blueprint free. It goes right into your inbox. It's a digital product, teaches you how to sell digital products online using social media. And once you get that, right, you'll get emails from me. Once you get that email that says, here's your blueprint, you can email me back any questions you want. I'll answer any questions you want. My email is damon@damonsdailypay.com. I will answer any questions you have. You're skeptical, you think it's bullshit, whatever. You think it's an MLM, a pyramid, whatever it is. I don't care what the question is. Ask me the question, I'll get back to you. Seriously, I mean, this is the greatest thing for me, because I'm starting this summer. I'm gonna be traveling all over the world. I'm gonna be going to Scotland, France, be going all over, and I'm gonna be going live, probably more like in the fall, but in the summer I'm gonna be traveling over the US, Wyoming, Cape Cod. I'll be going live from all these places, and it's fantastic. And you literally are, it's better that if you travel, because, at least for me, because my channel is about travel. I love travel, and that's the whole reason why I'm doing this, is because I wanna be able to work and travel at the same time. See, and I want to have income that doesn't depend on going to a shitty job, working for a shitty boss. Now, if you want that, and you have a job right now, or you know, whatever, you can start doing this on the side, because it only requires 2 hours a day. It just requires 2 hours a day. It doesn't even, that's all you got to do, is 2 hours a day, and you got to plug into the tutorials and the mentorship, and you can do that whenever you want. But I got to go, okay? I gotta go. Have a great day, everybody. Please subscribe to the channel, and please go get the 6-figure blueprint at damonsdailypay.com. It's free. Go get it, and you can even take the masterclass that's in my bio here. There's a masterclass. If you're somebody that is wondering and has wondered about if this stuff is real or whatever, go and get the masterclass. That's free too. There are all these free things in here that can help you. And if you are skeptical, come to one of our webinars. In our webinar, you get all people ask all kinds of questions. You can ask whatever question you want. We don't have them every week, but if you go to my bio and go up here to my bio, damonsdailypay.com, you sign up there, you put your email in, you will be invited to the webinars as they occur. Usually you get about 2 days notice, 3 days notice. I send out an email and people can then sign up for the Zoom. It's free. But to get invited to those Zooms, you gotta get into my mailing list. You go to damonsdailypay.com, get your free 6-figure blueprint in there. And after that, if you don't want to get the emails anymore, you lose interest, you're not interested in it, you decided it wasn't for you, you decided that having online income that was coming in while you're sleeping from your global internet business that you're building over time, where your income's going to build up over time, if you decide that's not for you, then you just unsubscribe. It's right there in the email, unsubscribe. It's so easy to do. And like a lot of emails that make you do like jump over through hoops to unsubscribe, and you really can't get out of there. Ours is so easy. Just hit the unsubscribe button, and you're off the list immediately. But if you want to get on the list, go to damonsdailypay.com in my bio right up here, and get the free 6-figure blueprint. Well, that'll change your life, because it changed mine, and everybody that I know that's in this system, it's changed their lives. And it's over 61,000 people now that have signed up globally. When I started 2 years ago, it was 17,000, and you can be any age. We have 18 to 87. I was 60 at the time when I started. I'm 62 now. It's the best thing I ever did. It was giving me freedom of movement, which is what I always wanted. Okay, great.